I did kind of want to watch this. I seen this right before I started streaming. Let's watch this real quick. So this is Harris Heller. The 2025 Twitch meta is changing. So, you know, about streaming. Let's see what he has to say. It's just a 10-minute video, and then we'll probably end for the night. Holy shit, dude! He cut off all his hair and got rid of his dyed hair. This is what he normally looks
God,
like.
I was finally launched.
And it's been like dyed colors and shit before.
For a long time.
That was a fucking curveball.
The blonde is gone.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit.
It might be back. Nobody can say, but we're making some changes.
Hell yeah.
And that's really what this video is about anyway. 2025 is the year. The year for streamers.
Hey,
a lot of
brother.
opportunities.
Mine's not quite as short.
I feel
Me
it.
too.
Do you feel it? I think the land is primed for some breakout streamers this year. The landscape has changed, but we're all doing the same thing.
He looks a lot
The
better.
ones who change with the landscape, we're gonna have to see where they go. By the way, welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you. I've noticed some things lately about the way we stream. And
he looks like way more mature, I would say. Like way more serious. That's crazy. That's crazy how just something simple like that can like entirely change how you like see somebody.
The platforms we stream on, just all the platforms we make content on, they've evolved.
I don't know. Yeah.
They've hit their final
It's
form.
different.
A real Frieza situation we got going on here.
Though. I can't get
but the
it.
way we stream.
Right, 1 second. Let me put my hat back on. I feel naked now.
Feels like it's stayed the same. Just as an example, come in here. 2 years ago, there was a big YouTube versus Twitch rivalry, and you picked a side and you were loyal to that side. And let's be honest, YouTube is not winning that fight. And it seemed to a lot of people like YouTube gave up. I even thought YouTube gave up, but really all they did was switch strategy to one where they could very easily win. They're not trying to compete with Twitch anymore. They realized they didn't have to. They can win their own battle. If they can just get streamers to multi-stream, to host their stream in both places, then YouTube can use their superior monetization tools to make both the streamer and YouTube a lot of money. This is why they've made such an effort over the last 2 years to separate VOD content from live streaming content, whether it be the way you see it on the homepage or on a channel, or the way the algorithm
that has been
sees
like super nice. The fact they actually have like a live section and a short section and all that stuff. And you don't have to like look at everything just all like jumbled into one. I really wish I could multicast. I don't think my PC could handle that very well though.
Where they don't affect each other as much anymore. And maturing changes like these are happening across all platforms, especially TikTok, who died and resurrected. That's a wild change. Zombie level changes now. Phoenix? Is it a zombie or a phoenix?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Do you guys watch streams on TikTok at all? Anybody? That's like one thing I've never really like gotten into. I know it was like a huge thing for a little while, but it's like one thing I've just never, like if I'm on TikTok, I'm watching videos. I'm not sticking around for a live on my phone.
So I've spent the last few months
I wanted
brainstorming.
to like try and multicast onto TikTok, but I don't think my computer can take it. Multicasting isn't more intensive. It sends the same feed to multiple sources from your one broadcast. It's gotta like take some more, doesn't it? Maybe I should just try it then. What's up, SB? I figured, like, since it has to, like, you're sending out a bit rate through Twitch, isn't it also going to increase and try to send the exact same amount across multiple? I guess you're saying, though, maybe not, though. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I should just try it. It splits it at the place you send it to. Okay, that makes sense.
With Nick, coming up with a brand new content strategy, a blueprint, if I may.
Try it for
a
sure.
way to
I definitely will.
double, triple my revenue, my reach, my viewership.
You do like the multicasting thing at all? Because like I have like a plugin and everything for it to where I can like do it right now. And I think OBS actually just like in their most recent update added a thing for it. But
3 rules.
I haven't played around
very
with it
important. Rule number 1, it cannot add any extra workload to my current schedule. It's already overwhelming. In fact, if anything...
Like, that's the only like problem, because like I've wanted to multicast to YouTube. I just don't know if I should do YouTube or if I should do like vertical YouTube through shorts. I don't know if that's an option like it is on TikTok. Because like the only thing I've heard from most YouTubers about like live streaming on YouTube is if you don't already have like a YouTube fan base, it's really hard to find new streams on YouTube. Like the only time you ever really see a stream on YouTube is if you're already currently following that channel. I think it is. I think you can do all 3.
I'd like to lessen my workflow while adding extra content. Efficiency is key here. Rule number 2, it can't add mental stress to my workload. I'm already maxed out with my mental stress. I can't be writing 3 times as
How's
many
your day
scripts.
going
I have
so
to
far,
make
though,
it
SB?
easier. And rule number 3, the content
You're
has to be
bigger on
good. It
YouTube
has
than
to
you are on
make
Twitch?
sense
Oh,
for
really?
each
For real?
platform. It's not one of those stream on Twitch and then cut it up into a million pieces and slap it everywhere hoping it sticks. There will be a little bit of redistribution across platforms,
Just
but
woke up a bit ago, though?
only where it
Nice. Hell
makes
yeah.
sense. The content has to
Starting
be
the day.
good. We're thinking this stuff through.
Well, if you
So
wanna
let me
post
lay
your,
this new plan out for you, and then
fairly
let me
often,
be your
if you
guinea
want to post
pig
your YouTube
starting
link
tomorrow.
in,
This plan
chat,
starts
feel
tomorrow.
free to. You
Feel
guys
free
want
to
to go check
join.
out
I'll be
SB's
live.
YouTube?
Ask questions.
I'll definitely
If
go
you
give you a
like
follow
the plan,
or a sub.
if you like what I'm doing, if it works, try it yourself. Links down below. Let's lay this strategy out. But first, this video is sponsored by
just
Best
woke
Buy,
up.
and they sent me something that I've used every day
Sponsored by
since I
Best
received
Buy?
it. Let me talk about it. Something you should know
Nice.
about these videos is we shoot 100 to 300 gigs of footage for each one. So picking the right storage device, kind of a big deal. We have
My
3
face
essential
did just
requirements
wake
when
up.
it comes to picking an SSD.
Brain's
and this
lagging a little behind.
2
At least that's how it
terabyte
goes for
Crucial
me.
X9 Pro portable SSD. You see it there?
Face wakes up,
It's all
brain
3.
takes a little
Requirement
longer.
number 1, it has to be fast enough to edit directly off of, so we're not transferring files between devices all the time. The Crucial X9 hits those speeds no problem, which is great because we're editing multiple streams of 6K at
I
a
got
time.
caffeine,
Number 2,
oh,
it
yeah.
has to be durable so it doesn't get damaged while it's out. This little guy is IP55 rated, so it can handle against dust and even splashes and sprays of water. And number 3, price. Gigabyte per dollar is key. And right now there's a sale for $72 off of this at Best Buy, making this 2 terabyte drive only $127.99. It's a killer
that
deal, but
might
the sale
be,
ends on February 10th. So I'll put a link in the description down below
Thing I go
for any of
pick
you that
up
are in
here
need
real
of some
soon.
serious portable storage. Back to the video. So in this plan, Nick and I put together 4 major changes. Let's lay down each one. First one, we're gonna be streaming on this YouTube channel, multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. There was a wild video reveal recently where Moist Critical broke down his revenue between Twitch and YouTube while he was
Yeah, I
multi-streaming
did
to
watch
both of
that.
them. I'll summarize it for you. Essentially, while he was live, Twitch made 3 to 4 times the amount of revenue because people are much more willing
After.
to subscribe on Twitch. Nobody really cares
That's
that
like-
much about membership.
That's the massive problem with Twitch, is they never invested enough time into the VODs section of the platform. So like once a stream ends, like on Twitch, that stream is essentially done. There's not a whole lot of monetization or viewership or anything after that. You may get a few straggling views here and there, but it's like on a YouTube, you can stream it and then you'll get your initial, like, say like a show like Pat McAfee. Like he'll stream, he'll get, you know, 1.5 million views, and then over the next like 3-4 days, like people will go back and click on that live because YouTube actually feeds it into their algorithm and it just works on the YouTube platform because it's made to watch previously recorded content. Like that's just what you go to YouTube for. Whereas Twitch, you go to see a live broadcast happening. You're not really going back ever to rewatch something, and then they never like figured out a way to incentivize the VOD program, really, I don't think.
On YouTube, which is weird. It's like the same thing. It's just different platform cultures. But he took his largest stream as an example, and while he was live, he made $11,000-$12,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy. 13 hours. This dude streamed one day for 13 hours and made a massive chunk of what I make in an entire year. And that's only on Twitch. That is
on
insane,
Twitch,
dude.
$3,000 to $4,000 on YouTube. My numbers might be slightly off. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Insane.
But then over the course of the next year or two, the YouTube VOD continued to get views and continued to be monetized and ended up racking up
Yup.
over $80,000
Ah.
in ad revenue. Now, I know those numbers are astronomical, but
What?
it's not about the actual numbers. It's about the relation to each other. During the live stream,
That's from
Twitch made
one
3
VOD?
to 4 times the amount of revenue, but then over the next year, YouTube surpassed it by a factor of 7 or 8. And he went into more average streams on his channel as well, and the numbers were consistent.
Lord.
Every single stream looked like this. Now, there are 2 main arguments against this.
23
One being
grand
that
for
Moist
one
Critical might be
stream
an
is
anomaly. He's a big gaming streamer with a big
crazy.
following on both. And 2, people are concerned that live streaming performance might negatively impact video performance, which has been my concern for years. I didn't want to live stream on this channel because it's not the main reason people subscribe to me. But it's 2025, it's time to make some changes, time to take a couple risks. I've got a popular Twitch account, account, I've got a popular YouTube channel. Every single live stream will be streamed to both. And my regular schedule will consist of 3 live streams a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Unless something changes, it might happen. I'll be
Damn, we
switching my
almost have
live
the
streaming
same
content
schedule.
away from
Didn't
mostly
even mean
just
to.
chatting, and I'll be doing some single player games where I can still interact with chats, but I feel like the titles and the content keep the game a little bit more relevant long term than a just chatting stream, which is really only fun to watch live. And I'll be experimenting with some other things that I might be doing
I guess
in the
not really. Like, I like just chatting stream. Like, as long as it's something like this, like a reaction just chatting thing, I'll rewatch that on YouTube. Like, I don't know, the whole React content thing, I don't know where I feel like where I sit about it. Because I understand and I feel the whole, like, side of people being like, React content is lazy, it's boring, or lazy, and like you're just stealing other people's content and making money off of it, and like it's uncreative and you're not like adding anything or creating anything. But I mean, I guess you are with like your thoughts and ideas and being able to like cultivate a community of people that want to like continue to watch and hear what you kind of have to say and interact with. So like there is that, but like it works. That's the thing that sucks is it works. Like it works like crazy. And like that's 90% of what I watch on YouTube nowadays is React content. And like I don't know, just because I feel like that's like where things are going. I feel like a lot of times, like everybody's like got their niche, uh, people that they watch. Like it's not like it was back in the day where everybody sat down and watched Johnny Carson and like the late night shows every night, and then like we woke up the next day and we all talked about like the exact same show because we all watched it. Like nowadays, like everybody has their own like niche little corners and people, and like they want to hear what like their person that they follow has to say about an issue that they're like passionate about, and hear their insight and their views on it, and like they respect that more because they like look up to or like admire the person that they're watching, like kind of shit. And like it also like kind of gives you like a conversation because a lot of people are obviously also just like you know um a lot more reclusive, I guess. I don't know the right word to say. Like we're not like out in a social as much as like we used to be. I don't feel like a lot of like the younger generation and shit especially.
time, like
So
experimenting
it gives them somebody that they feel like they know and they have a connection with.
with
They're
Blender.
not just like sitting there watching a video by themselves. There's some utter shite React content. We'll link you one very popular one.
Maybe doing
All
some
right.
workout streams, maybe some IRL streams. I will also not be making
I mostly
custom
just watch Asmon, Charlie, Atriox. That's and then like a few like random guys that I don't know their names off the top of my head.
thumbnails for YouTube for 2 reasons. One, it's stressful.
This dude?
2, I feel
that
like
something I
it
can,
makes them look
I can
like
pull it up
crappy
on stream,
VODs
right?
instead of showing it for what it is, which is just a live stream. And whenever I
Wait,
look
what
at
did he
live
say?
streams,
Sorry, I missed
not
that.
be like experimenting with Blender, maybe doing some workout streams, maybe some IRL streams. I will also not be making custom thumbnails for YouTube for 2 reasons. One, it's stressful. 2, I feel like it makes them look like crappy VODs instead of showing it for what it is, which is just a live stream. And whenever I look
Okay,
at live
no
streams,
thumbnails.
I want to see a window into what the live stream looks like, not a fake poster that's like, what's behind the curtain? So, no custom thumbnails on the YouTube live stream. I'll also try occasionally multi-streaming to a vertical platform as well, like TikTok or YouTube
See, that's
vertical
the
or
one thing I'm
Twitch vertical
curious about,
whenever
is whether or
that's
not that's
announced.
like a
See if
good
that
thing.
makes a difference. Big change number 2, I'll be posting short form content every single weekday to all 3 main short form platforms, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. And
Yep.
once the new
I don't
channel
do
launches that I
Reels.
mentioned in the previous video, I will be also doing it there. That was the big one that I had to make sure wasn't a lot of work, because I've never been able to be consistent with short form content. It takes just as much work as regular content. So
It
doing
does,
things like
dude. Trying to come up with some or find like a clippable moment out of like different streams that can be like chopped down into like a 30-second to like 1 minute video that's still like engaging and like has some value. Not that easy. I will say that. And like I have made it a lot easier on myself with the fact that like when I take my clip button, which comes from Hair Seller, the vertical plugin for OBS. If you don't have it and you do use OBS, highly suggest looking into it. His company's called Atom. I'm sure if you go on his YouTube video, it's linked in the shit down there or whatever. Senpai Gaming. Let's see here. I'll just copy this and paste this in here. So if you do want to check it out, but it's called Vertical, and it allows you like one click and it creates a short. You can set it up in your OBS and like adjust all your scenes, your camera, all that stuff, so it's all perfectly where you want it. There's no like trying to find like the perfectly right spot in your VOD to set it and center it for like a short or something like that. And you can set it to like 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever you want it to be. And then I also linked that directly to a Google OneDrive folder. So that way when I do take a clip, it saves it to my computer onto that drive, and then I have instant access to it from my phone. So when I'm at like work and stuff and I have like, you know, a few minutes where I can try and maybe look to for a clip or whatever for a video, they're all there. I don't have to make sure like I get off stream tonight and take all the clips and throw them into my Google Drive and upload them and all that good stuff. Kaylin, I hope to God there's not a creeper in my bedroom, but good to know you're still here, brother.
Like making a Notion list that Nick and I share and consistently add random ideas to. Using time like the 3-hour walk that I already take every day and banging them out during then. I'm going to call it walk talk. But I heard another creator explain why his main focus is short form instead of long form. And what he said was he can post every day to all 3 platforms. And when he does that, every single post is like pulling the lever of a slot machine. 3 more chances every day to have one go viral and put his face in front of millions of people. I mean, even the tiny amount of short form.
I don't do that. That's one thing I've always been like hesitant on, is posting multiple like short form videos in one day, because I always get like nervous that if I post one and it's starting to do fairly well and then I post another one, it's gonna like overlap it and like push the one out of the way and reduce like and not allow it to keep growing. I don't know if I'm completely off on that. I might be. So maybe we try and start posting more than one in a day. Check the modded map city, Raven Creek. It's dense there. A lot of zombies,
we've had a number of them get hundreds of thousands of views. So while it's not one of those throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, as long as the quality is above a certain level, as long as it's watchable, quantity is kind of the game there. Change number 3, rethinking the
And
way
I will say that I've gotten way more followers from shorts than I ever have spending hours editing Minecraft videos, like by far.
Community interacts with each other and with me. We all have
Lots
our
of
favorite
zombies,
different
tall buildings,
places that we
and
like
wrecked
to do
cars
the same
everywhere.
thing.
Hell yeah.
Some people like Instagram Reels, some people like YouTube
That's
Shorts.
one of the like the cities that you added.
Some people like TikTok. The goal isn't to try to convince someone to come to the platform you're on. The goal is to be everywhere, so the viewer can engage the way they want. When it comes to a community, some people love to be involved in Discord. Some people like to support with Patreon. Some people like to go to a website and see a newsletter. Some people love community posts on YouTube. So Nick and I are working on redoing the entire Discord just to be more
Rebecca Black Friday,
focused.
nice.
It used to be a place where people went for tech support, and it was cool that we did that, but it made it really transactional. People would go in, they'd ask for help, and then they'd never show up again. And that also created a lot of stress on the mods that were basically free tech support for a very long time.
Yeah,
and that just wasn't fair. If we can make this more about finding common interests and sharing things with each other like a subreddit, people can still get help from each other there and also just get to make friends and become involved. You can also send me things in there like suggestions for games to play on stream, or if I want to do rating your stream setup or gaming setup, you can post your pictures in there.
Come rate
also,
my
all
setup.
these options are a great place for me to share some kind of weekly newsletter, which we've kind of teased the idea
Let
about.
me know
and
what
thing
you
number
think.
4 that I've already overshared about and mentioned
I've
it 3
watched, like,
times
all
now,
your
but
lighting tip videos.
starting a new YouTube channel. That one's for me. I need this. I need something I'm truly excited about again. I also need something with a much larger ceiling. Having this niche community of streamers is the coolest thing ever. But I also know that a lot of my videos are only going to get seen by like 30, 40,000 people. If I can make videos that have the potential to reach 10 million viewers, then I can spend an entire month on a video. Yeah. I can put my heart and soul into that thing. I can enjoy the process again. And I'm very excited for that change up. These videos might be garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they will.
This guy's like, these videos might be garbage, as he has like phenomenal editing, camera work, lighting, like everything about him are just like mint.
Will be. It doesn't matter. I just want to do something different that I'm passionate about again. In a nutshell, that's
Feel
it.
that.
Do you have any questions about any of those? Leave them down below. I will have questions as I'm going through this, but I'll be live tomorrow on Twitch and on this channel. So turn on notifications, follow both places. Wherever you like to watch live streams, follow me there and let's talk about it while I find a game to play. Let's turn over a new leaf.
Jump on our Minecraft server,
Let's
dude.
have some fun.
Let's go.
And as always,
You can come build in Minecraft with me.
happy streaming.
Hell yeah, dude. That wasn't bad. So definitely, nothing like crazy, I don't think, you know, like, multi-streaming, posting VODs, he said, not doing thumbnails, that kind of stuff. How will he make it better? So, like I was kind of saying there, like, mostly just, like, focusing on doing the whole multi-streaming thing to, like, Twitch and YouTube, because, like, at least in his case, like, his major thing was, like, he would only stream on his Twitch channel, and then his YouTube channel was separate. He would never stream on there because he didn't want it to mess with, like, the algorithm and affect